Hi guys, it's Magdalene here again, and I want you all to know you're very much welcome to my channel, but all the new subscribers. So today we'll be making a little black dress. So guys, I want to take you guys through the process. Stay tuned. So guys, I placed my fabric on my table and I started marking out the measurement on the fabric, but then I noticed that it was too big and I didn't want to waste the fabric, so I readjusted my fabric and I marked out the waist, I marked out the hip, and I also marked out like around the knee. And afterwards I proceeded to cutting this out, and yeah, I cut it out nicely and neatly. So afterwards I proceeded to marking out my darts. Yes, I marked out my darts for both the front and the back piece, and I notched it carefully. So after notching that, I proceeded to cutting out my upper part of the dress, and yeah, this is what it looks like that's the pattern. Couldn't get you like a proper video, but then this is the pattern of the dress. And then afterwards, after doing that, I proceeded to my machine. I closed the zip allowance of the down part of the dress, which is the skirt area of the dress, and I marked out my darts and I sewed that, I stitched that together. So afterwards I proceeded to the upper part of the dress, which I had to use a facing to turn the main fabric. So that's what I was doing here. I used the lining to like turn the fabric so it will give it like a neat look, and while doing that I used my hem comb so it could give a neater appearance. So while doing this, guys, that's how in my mind of minds I was sewing. So when it got to the end of what it was sewing, I noticed that this thing was not sewing the whole time. That's because why? Thread don't cut again, but we move. So I fixed back the thread in the needle and I continued my work because I had to finish this all. So after doing that, I had to sew back. It took my time, but then we move. So I sewed this back up. I sewed. My English is hard. Sewed. I stitched it. I moved with my sewing. After doing that, I carefully trimmed out the excess of the lining and then proceeded to closing both the lining and the main fabric together. And after doing that, I also proceeded to stitching my darts. I was struggling with this machine almost. It tempted me, but then I couldn't fall for that temptation because my God person. So yeah, I pulled out the thread I was stuck and I proceeded to sewing my darts. So yeah, I did that for both the lining and the main fabric. So after doing that, I proceeded to my table to iron the upper part of the dress. So I ironed it, and guys, it was already coming out nicely, and God, I was already praising myself. You're doing a great job, Adamba. Guys, don't mind me. But then so it was already coming out nicely and I was happy, and this is how it looked. So I proceeded back to my machine to couple like the shoulders together. I did that for both sides. And afterwards, after doing that, after coupling that, I went back to close up the zip allowance of the upper part of the dress, and after closing that up, I went back to my table to mark out like the exact measurement on both the upper part of the dress and the skirt part of the dress. Yes, I had to mark out like the exact measurement, and that's what I was doing there. I marked it out properly and nicely and went back to my machine and I stitched that. I did that for both sides, and also the upper part I did that. I closed the both sides and I coupled the whole dress together, like the upper part and the bottom part together, and then I fixed my zip, and also I fixed the sleeve of the dress. Couldn't get you that, but this is what it looks like and it's already given, right? So yeah, this is the final look. I hope it looks nice, and don't mind my mannequin, don't mind the hand. This mannequin that gives me a perfect fit on all my dresses. The other one I have, it's a very annoying mannequin. I don't know, the breast is up to the neck, but then afterwards I packaged this dress because it was heading out to a client, because it's not my dress, it's for a client, and then I packed it nicely and neatly. So I put it in my bag and that's it. So guys, you can place your orders if you want, and thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share, and see you again next time. Bye bye.